Gayle, girl. Honey, the internet is getting Gayle all the way together. They are gathering her up, darling. But they're doing this over Gayle's interview that she did with Lisa over, the whole Kobe situation. But what's interesting, y'all, is that Bill's wife, Camille C, responded to all of this. Snoop and everybody else responded to this. I'm going to give my thoughts on this, but before we do, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and share this video. Gayle has certainly been a topic of discussion from her epic interview that she did with, Kay and that whole situation. But, also her affiliation with Lady O and how she was doing series on folks, honey, has got a lot of people side-eyeing Gayle right about now. But if she was, Gayle, people really ain't have an issue with her until this whole Kobe situation, honey. And that's when she started going for Kobe, honey. Folks was gathering her up. I mean, everybody from Lil Bootsy, Snoop, everybody was looking at Gayle with the side eye. I'ma give, commentary on this, y'all. But let me tell y'all what was the tea with Camille, honey. And y'all know that's Bill's wife. Okay, Bill is in a similar situation to Kay, and y'all know what's up with that. I'm not gonna get into that. But the blast is where this was posted, and she had a message for Gayle, darling. And basically, it says that Camille C defends Kobe, and basically says that Gayle's behavior and the media's behavior was deplorable with that whole interview. Now it says that this was posted on the 8th, and it was posted, who's the author of this? Gary Trock, okay? And it says that Camille C is jumping into the, she giving her, stating her piece, okay? That she getting into this whole situation about Gayle King's interview, and questions that Gayle basically asked during that thing. Y'all know what the questions was. Y'all know how they had Kobe looking in that whole thing. That whole thing was like, why did she do all that? Now, I think that she was interested in this because I guess they feel like the media is constantly coming for BLK men. Okay, so I'm just paraphrasing that, but she feels like the media is constantly going after BLK men and that sort of thing. Now, I'm gonna just state my one opinion about things. Okay, this is just my one opinion. I do feel like there is a certain I would say a certain propaganda to go after certain types of people. At the same time, I do have an understanding that if you do certain deals and you make certain agreements, therefore you are subject to your whoever you choose to serve. And you choosing to serve, the enemy, that is what he does. It's not his job is to y'all know it's three things. To take, to destroy, and the other one is to send you on to the glory. That's what I'm gonna say. So it's like, I don't understand how people are sitting here surprised that they make these people into 15, giving them 15 minutes of fame, make them stars, and then when they're ready to tear that down to do whatever else they want to do, they do that also. So I do understand, I do have an understanding that, certain people are they do go after certain types of people, but at the same time, if you are making yourself subject to that, then they have the right to do that because you made that choice in that agreement. See, the power of agreement is powerful. Okay, you make certain agreements, and that goes for everybody. Like, if you listening, you cannot be confused, or when the consequences come, or when it's time for whoever you made that agreement with to collect on things. Okay, that's why, honey, I only want to make agreements with the Most High God, period. Okay, so basically, moving right along, it says Camille released an exclusive statement to the blast through the family public relations guru Andrew W. And it says that Camille is responding one day after Bill applauded Snoop for calling out Gayle over that interview with Lisa Leslie. Okay, and this is the statement. Let me pull this text up a little bigger, because I'm reading it on this small screen right here. It says, history repeats itself again and again, multiple more agains. The relentless, stereotypical portrayals of people of, y'all know, I'ma say melanation, and I will specify, she said AA, and y'all know what an AA person is, what they call an AA person. Men, for the purpose of this statement and the ever-present unproven, claims of, BLK men. And basically, she claims, you gotta read what she's saying, but basically, y'all know how K has claims that's being made on him. Bill had claims, and basically it says that our repetitive obsessions in most general media, like, basically, y'all know what the whole narrative was in the old times, where it's just that they kind of made BLK men out to be these wild people that was out to take things without consent. Basically, that's what I'm gonna say. And that's the imagery that she feels like they portray the men in. But I'm gonna say this, right? I feel where she coming from with that, but at the same time, some of these men have made certain agreements that has gotten them in this situation, because the word is very clear that nobody could come and lay no charges on the righteous, okay? For the children of Yah, they can't come and do that. But these men that's in the industry, okay, they do a lot of stuff. They go against their own people, for a paycheck, the same way Gayle had old boy looking cray for whatever reason. You feel what I'm saying? Even though she said it was the network that did all that, but y'all know how that works. It's, if you want money from them, you going to portray a group of people the way that they want you to portray a group of people. And it's the crazy thing about it is people have no problem with the agenda as long as they're getting a paycheck and they're not looking a certain way. But as soon as it's their time for them people to make them look a certain way, oh, these people are the problem. To me, like, this is what I said about that Monique situation. You talking about how these people is doing this and it's unfair in their industry, but you certainly begging to get into their industry, and it's not a problem as long as people are getting paid. Like, this has been the thing, okay? Like, when Bill was out and about, they was making people look stereotypical, okay? So all of this is like, and then too, the second opinion that I have is that there has been a lot of people that have been doing off things, and what they do is they do these off things and they use the excuse of, oh, they trying to keep a brother down. So while I do feel like there is certain, things that's done, I have to ask myself the questions of, okay, did these people agree to certain things? Because if you take these people money and you agree to certain things and you agree to be a part of certain things, you have to be okay with all of it. Okay? Like, so when it's happening to, because I feel like Snoop's saying something, but Snoop already know what time it is. These people in the industry, they already know what time it is. Okay? They know. I don't believe that Gayle would have wanted to ask some questions on her own. I believe that, those more than likely those people wanted her to ask those questions for ratings or whatever the reason could have been. Okay? I don't believe that Gayle just came up with that line of questioning. But a lot of these people do what they need to do to get to the top, and that goes, all of these people, to me, that celebrities cap like they care about humanity and the community. All of those people are cool with the industry and that sort of thing. It's like they take the bag, they take the money, and they do what is required of them to get success. It just makes me think about the story in the Bible where the enemy took Yeshua up on top of the mountain and offered the whole world. These people know what time it is. You feel what I'm saying? So to be appalled that they would make anybody look like that, these people know that that's been their MO. It's been their MO all that time. So you're working with these people knowing that these people, that's their MO to make people look like that. So it's like, how are you benefiting and complaining at the same time? And then furthermore, I just don't like the whole fact of the matter that, all the time we kind of, when it comes to, I would say original women and the things that have been happening to them also, it's always put on the back burner because they trying to keep a brother down. I don't like that type of philosophy. And with the whole, a lot of these men who get power and money, it's all good in the hood up until, they get caught. And then, now it's the system in a machine trying to take, you get what I'm saying? Because with the Bill situation, I believe that, didn't he admit to that? You feel what I'm saying? With the K situation also, dude had issues. It's very clear. So the only time I feel like that's a thing is when I feel like the person is valid and the person was not, like, I would feel that way about maybe like a Malcolm X or somebody, like they trying to, keep a brother down or something like that. I wouldn't feel that way about a Bill or about any of these type of people who are in the industry and got who do business day to day with the industry, and they're doing deals and making business decisions with these people that they know be doing this sort of stuff. So I don't be feeling like, I don't know, I guess I'm not gonna say I don't be feeling bad, but it's like people are adults and they make choices. So they go on to say, Camille further takes aim at Gayle's recent interview where she pressed Lisa about, claims that was made about Kobe. And this is the next quote: the media's current attempts to supersede Kobe celebrated history with an old situation that was unproven and dismissed. And she said she felt like it was parasitic, and she felt like it was mean-spirited, basically. And the media's numerous messengers are participants in that deplorable behavior and disrespect for Kobe's wife, children, and family. And then basically they say Camille knows better than most what it's like to, go through a situation of a family member that's a youth or a child going on to the glory. And I guess they're talking about their son. Y'all know Bill's son, her and Bill's son, how he went on to the glory. I think what they said, 1997. And she says she is sending love to Vanessa and the rest of their family during the time. And I kind of felt like also that was just kind of tacky the way they did that, knowing that those people are going through a tough time, I would say. I just know, having an overstanding at the same time, that the authority figure that was making decisions, it's like, in a lot of situations, if a person that's in authority make a decision for the house, everything in that household falls under subjection to that. And I feel bad that, these people, they go through that. But I feel like I just know the reality of the situation is that it was definitely, to me, in my opinion, more behind that situation, honey. I just don't believe that no helicopter went down like that. But those people have went on to the glory, and that was a sad situation with that. But I just personally do not believe that no modern day $1 million helicopter went on down. Okay, and then shows and all that other stuff had that it was gonna go down years prior to that. I'm not into that. I kind of feel like there's more to it. And it says anyone who has suddenly had somebody go on to the glory intensely knows the emotional the trauma and the shock of it all. And then she says, I certainly do. And basically it says that earlier this week, Bill reached out with a statement. Y'all know Bill done reached out from behind the wall, honey, as word got out to him about the preview of Gayle's interview. And this is what they're saying that he said, okay? And they said that Snoop was one of the first to call out Gayle for what he felt was out of pocket. And then this is what Bill said. It's sad and disappointing that successful BLK women are being used to tarnish the image and legacy of successful BLK men, even, as they going on to the glory. But these people know that it's a part of the game. They know it's a part of the game. They use BLK men to tarnish BLK women by saying stuff. They first of all, they had them get with Beckianas, especially when they're rich and successful, and they proceed to go in on the BLK, the so-called BLK women. And y'all know I don't identify as BLK because I already know the truth about what BLK is. And I don't have no lack in my household, okay? I'm above only and not beneath, okay? So I'm more than a conqueror through Yeshua HaMashiach that strengthens me. So I don't subscribe to being BLK, but it's a status. And that particular status means that it's putting you in a thing for you to be in agreement with being less than, being in a position, that narrative that they want you to participate in. And because these people, they agree to this, they have to claw their way to the top. They have to put each other down, claw their way to the top to keep on getting, the little trinkets and things that they're getting from this. And then when the people are ready to collect on whatever they want to collect on, they had them looking crazy, looking, shifty and all kind of stuff. And they do it with everybody. Whitney, MJ, everybody. Like, they had them looking crazy in the end. So they boost the people up and tear them down when they're ready. That's just what they do. I don't even know why people are still surprised that this goes on. But let me get back to it. So he's sitting there acting like they make all of those people do that. Okay, so if you a BLK man, they're not gonna have them uplifting the women. If you are a BLK woman, they're not gonna have them uplifting the man, because then that would mean that two would be agreed and there would be a power of agreement there. And they don't want original people finding out who they really are and being together. Okay, so it says, are these people that in need of fame, ratings, and or money. On behalf of myself, Camille, and my family, thank you, and thank you. My heartfelt prayers are with Kobe and his family, as well as with MJ and his family. May their legacies live on forever. So these people, honey, they getting Gayle all the way together. And also, they say that Snoop had walked back his comments. See, I already knew when Snoop had made comments that those people was going to get Snoop together, because I believe, like I said, I don't think Gayle, a lot of people are coming for Gayle, but Gayle is only a messenger to the bigger picture that those people wanted Gayle to do. They wanted Gayle to do what they wanted Gayle to do. And if you think about it, they did have all that time to ask Kobe all these questions and all of that about that. They wanted to, I guess, whatever energy they wanted from this little moment of Kobe going on, they wanted to capitalize on that. That's what they do. Like when you make, agreements to do business in they world, okay? That's what they do. So basically it says that CBS, they're basically saying that they don't feel like it's okay that people are coming for Gayle, because some people are taking it to the extreme coming for Gayle, okay? And you have to, as a person that's an influencer, and especially a person like a Snoop, you have to be very careful with your words and what you put up online, because you don't want to start a chain reaction to stuff, okay? Or incite different things, I would say. So Snoop going in kind of caused a lot of things to go in to take play, or to take, get going, I would say. And so I think he had to, for, I would say, purposes, clarify what he meant, because a lot of people were going in. They were calling Gayle, all kind of stuff, honey, everything but a name. And it says the CBS News chief, said that, people coming, for Gayle, I'm paraphrasing, reprehensible Saturday. And it says, people coming for Gayle grew, after Snoop and others that were critical of Gayle made statements. So basically it says that Snoop issued a warning to Gayle online this week following her interview with Lisa, okay? And basically they said that they fully support Gayle and her integrity as a journalist. And they said they find that, I would say the super off comments about her or any journalist doing their job reprehensible. So to me, I kind of feel like that could be a little low-key message to tell Snoop, get it together, sir. Or you get yourself together, get your feelings in check, sir. That's what they're saying to me. And it says that CBS would not discuss the nature of any I would say personal off messages that was made against Gayle, her friend Lady O, or her friend Lady O. And basically the Gayle now has to travel with, security, and basically it says the rapper had joined with others including LeBron, 50, and Bill in criticizing Gayle for asking, Lisa about the complicated questions, I would say. And then it says in a profane video posted on Instagram, y'all know that Snoop went in talking about you would do this to your people. He told her to back off before we come and get you. And that's certainly saying that before you come and get somebody is definitely you going too far. I feel like if you disagree with what she did or what she said, then you should have kept it at that. But that is where he crossed the line with that hopefully he don't get in trouble for that, or they don't gather him up for that, okay? because you kind of starting stuff online with that, you know, with the verbiage. Okay, so it says Gayle's questions had attracted little notice as part of a wide-ranging interview shown on CBS this morning, but CBS mistakenly, it said later, posted a vid online that focused on that particular situation. Now, do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe it was a mistake that they put that part of the clip up? You feel what I'm saying? Or do y'all think that they kind of wanted that out there to get a certain response or a certain energy from the public? Y'all let me know about that. But it says that the interview with Lisa was comprehensive and thoughtful. And it says, we are a country where differences of opinion are welcome, but I'ma say stuff that's a danger, like, you know, or off comments are completely unacceptable. I just paraphrased what they said. And I do agree with that. I believe that if you are in a place where they have freedom of speech, you have to kind of accept that. Like, you know, everybody is not going to say things that you may agree with, but if you want that luxury or that liberty of that, then you have to give other people the right to say what they want to say. Now, as long as they're not, you know, putting you, you know, or your safety, I would say, in a situation, then I feel like it should be, you know, okay or understood, or you know, it should be cool. But if a person is getting to the point, like, before we come and get you, no, he knew better than that. Snoop knew better than that. Now, I feel like if he had feelings about her coming at Kobe the way that she did, then that was cool, because I kind of felt like that was tasteless that they even put that in that interview. But at the same time, like I said, I have the understanding of that's what those people do. Anyway, it says that Gayle's critics essentially voiced some variation of what Lisa answered, and it says that the media should be more respectful of Kobe after all of this that went on with that. And it says, besides her boss, other people have begun coming to Gayle's, I would say, rescue. So it's like a lot of people now, they trying to, you know, I guess lift Gayle up or whatever, because people was, honey, they had Gayle, honey, by them two front teeth and that wig, honey, pulling her across social media, and it was bad, y'all. It was bad. I if y'all been on Twitter, then y'all already know, okay? Somebody said, and who is this? I'm trying to see who it is. I don't know if it was a senator that said, this is unacceptable, we must do better. And this is why I said Snoop done played himself with Before We Come For You, because you don't, as a person, first of all, that's melanated, you definitely have to watch your mouth and how you're carrying yourself on social media, because they can make that look either way. Now, Snoop done came out and say that he would never come for a 70-year-old woman in that way. But I mean, sir, you clearly stated before we come for you. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, that's why you have to make sure that you have your emotions in check. Like, stuff can make you upset, but you have to make sure if you're going to be online talking, that you talking with some sense. Now, you know it's on when a senator out of New Jersey say this is unacceptable, we must do better. And somebody said, you come against Gayle, you come against army, you will lose, and it won't be pretty, honey. So I think they letting Snoop know, like, just have several seats. And Snoop got up there talking about he ain't a person that would harm nobody. And it says, when I said what I said, I spoke for people who felt that Gayle was very disrespectful toward Kobe and his family. He said, I didn't want any harm to come to her, basically. And he said, we speak from the heart. Some of you have no heart, so you don't understand that. So that's what's going on with that, honey. Y'all could look into this. It's all over the media in this whole situation. And the Camille statement is on theblast.com. What are y'all's thoughts on this whole situation, honey, with Gayle and this whole situation? Do y'all feel like people going too far with Gayle? What are your thoughts about Gayle's interview that she did with Lisa? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I will see y'all soon on the next video. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.